Welcome, guys. Welcome to Team Freestyle Team Training. It is Monday, February 26, 2018. Tonight, we've got a big show in store for you guys. We had some of our amazing committed Team Freestyle unit go to the No BS, No Hype Simon Chen event. I want to apologize that we weren't there. We normally are at anything like that, but I want to introduce to you guys somebody new in our family. We got a new little family member in the Westwicks. So we were away picking up this little fella. He was a new little present for our girls. So this is little Bentley. If you guys want to meet Bentley, no doubt he's going to get some social media spam. He's already got a page. So anyway. So sorry we couldn't make it. We were surprising our kids for their birthday. We're totally committed to anything like that. And honestly, you guys have heard me say this before, but Simon Chan, I don't know anyone in our industry that's in that coaching space for network marketing that is having more impact that I've seen personally than Simon Chan. He's just a guy, not only has he got a huge heart and he wants to help people, but his content is just get in there and get shit done. He's definitely that guy. He's not just yelling at you. He's like giving you nuts and bolts and tools to just go out there and implement and do that. So we're going to have some of our guys share what they got out of Simon Chan's 3-day event. I want to say big congratulations while I'm here to Lorian. We're going to get Lorian to share tonight, but Lorian was one of the guest stars of the show. Not only did he had his own section to share, but I also on the live stream saw him coaching some people in the room. He's doing a good job. So big congrats, mate. I've heard so many great things from many people about you just shining on the weekend, so well done. We had our very own Brian Marsh host the event, so big congratulations for getting asked to do that, mate. Really appreciate it. And I believe that, is it Vanessa Kellner got up on a little hot seat as well, and she totally rocked it as well. So well done. If I've missed someone, I apologize. Is that right? Michelle Kellner. I knew that. I know Vanessa was there. Michelle Kellner rocked on the hot seat. So well done. Big congratulations on that. Do we share what we're going to do, or do we do this first? Yeah, okay, cool. So we wanted to share with you guys something that we're super pumped about over the month of March. It just has a really nice rhyme. I know last week we did the Blitz. We did the Blitz on Kira's Boss Babe Live last week. We had loads and loads of great feedback. And we just thought, what if we were to do that every day? What would be the impact of doing a Blitz every day? So we thought only mad people would do that. So, and March is all about madness. So we're going to do March Madness in Team Freestyle for the month of March. And we are going to do a live Blitz every day for the month of March. I'm super pumped about this. Now, I want to say that we do not have expectation that you should be on every live. There is no expectation there. But if you are really wanting to take your business to the next level, I want to just dare you guys to be up for the challenge and find a way and ask yourself a better question. What would I do? So we're going to have our elite leaders inside Team Freestyle. So these are our 39 clubbers and above. Those that are available are going to help us with this. It's not just going to be my boring voice for the whole month. You guys are going to have your other amazing leaders really offering some insights and some real focused energy towards the high-paying activities that are going to propel your business forward.
And I just really love to put it into perspective for everyone, because we're talking like a 20-minute blitz every day. And when you think about the time and energy every day that you put into showing up for other people, especially if you have a job and you're going to work and working hours and endlessly on someone else's dream, we're talking 20 minutes. And so often we kind of like move through life or get pulled through life saying, I'm too busy for this, I'm too busy for that. But really, if you do yourself a time audit and you find all of the moments where you're wasting time on things that aren't adding value to your life, sometimes it's nice to waste time doing something that you enjoy. But there's many times throughout the day where time just gets stolen from you if you're not deliberately placing your time. So reality is, I'm sure that we can all find 20 minutes a day if we choose to and if we feel it's important to us. And I know that if you were to decide to commit to the next 30 days of taking action, how many days in March? 30
I don't know, maybe 31.
However many days. And the other side of it is probably this business is simple. All of the activities are simple. We're going to have a new script guide for you for this, for the blitz, so you literally can, you know, copy and paste all the verbiage that you need and just personalize it a little bit. It's all really simple. The hard part about this business where people stumble is the self-responsibility, the accountability. You know, that is the benefit of working for someone else, is that you know you have to show up, otherwise you're not getting paid that week. You feel accountable to not letting someone down. So how about you stop letting yourself down and you choose to show up for this business? We're going to keep you accountable and help you build that habit for the next 30 days. So it's going to be incredibly valuable for your business.
Yeah. And I might have lied. And I know some of you guys are thinking, so when are they going to do this? And if they do this through the day like the Boss Babes, I'm going to miss out. So I want to say this, is that it will be on day and night every day for the month of March. We're going to be doing 20 minutes, one day, one night, every day for the month of March. And
so it's going to alternate?
No, it's going to be every day. Oh, it's going to be 2 a day. Okay, I'm just going to get totally mad on this thing, and I know I'm not going to regret. I know it's a big commitment, but my wife is going away to India for like 11. She's going for 11 days, so I need something to do to keep myself out of trouble, right? So I would be better spent hanging out with you guys and doing that. So it's going to be twice a day for 20 minutes every day. For the 31 days of March. It's going to start on the 1st of March, so that's right, this Thursday. And the times are going to be 11 a.m. So it's 11 a.m. Queensland time, which is when the Boss Babe 1 is on. 11 a.m. Queensland time. It'll be 12 o'clock for you guys in New South Wales and Victoria. I'm not sure when Daylight Savings finishes. Maybe someone can find that out. WA, -2 hours, right? So it'll be 11 o'clock. It'll be 9 o'clock for you guys. So you get rid of the kids in Perth and then away you go. And then at nighttime, it's going to be 8:30 Queensland time, which will be 9:30 New South Wales and Victoria. 20 minutes, I know, but maybe 20 minutes before you go to bed. It would be great. And if you guys are in this, so we're just trying to find a time that will be time friendly for everyone.
Live, so you can watch them back. Like if you get home from work and it's 9 o'clock and you want to watch it back, you jump on and you watch it back. And even, you know, if you don't want to wait until the 1st of March, go back and redo the Boss Babe 1 that we did and do that every day.
It'll be a live, so it'll be in the FreeStyle page, guys. So there's going to be lots of lives in Team FreeStyle through the month of March. I already apologize for the spam lives. But you guys are going to have your top leaders sewing in and adding value. And I'll certainly be on lots of them. But I really don't want just me being the voice. I really want to share it. But if all the leaders think I'm crazy right now and they're like, are you crazy? I am not doing this. I will do every single one of them, but some of you guys might regret that it was me every time. So we're going to do that. So it's every day starting the 1st of March. Every day, by the way. That's weekends as well. I know what it's like.
I have asked you 4 times.
Wait, hang on a minute.
Why are you taking forever?
Somebody's not muted. There you go. Somebody's in trouble at home. So I want to remind you guys of this, okay? So it's every day, 1st of March. And the best thing is, listen to this, right? The best thing is that we're going to be giving away loads and loads of giveaways through the month of March. It's March Madness on the live. You must be on the live to win the prizes. You must be on the live. So if you're totally committed to this, then you want to be on the lives. There'll be interactive opportunities throughout the lives, and we'll be giving away loads of prizes. Okay, so you want to be a part of that. So it's 11 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. Queensland time. That's Australian Eastern Standard Time. That's the real time, not the time that you guys in the south on the eastern border like to make up every year. It's the real time, okay? And the cool thing is, like Jess Fossard would do, is she's found out that the 1st of April is when daylight savings finishes, so we will have no confusion of times. So we're super pumped. March Madness. Look out. Let's go all in. And imagine 31 days of doing 40 minutes of blitz every day. Imagine, honestly, guys.
If you choose to plug into both.
If you plug into both, I'm just putting it out there for 40 minutes of focused energy for 31 days. What would that mean to your business? What would that mean? Imagine the result that some of you guys got from last Boss Babes Blitz, what you guys got from that. Imagine doing that every day for 31 days. What's possible? It's that, honestly, one of the things that we talk about a lot, I know, is this business is not about how much time you can spend on your business. It's the quality and it's the consistency. It's the quality and the consistency that you can put into your business is where I see people get the best results.
And on Wednesday, I will post the Blitz scripts and verbiage. So make sure you print that out for the 1st of March and ready to use. And you may even go one step ahead and copy or rewrite the verbiage and save it into your phone. You can either save it in your notes so that you can copy and paste as you need it. But if you want to go the pro extra mile, what's that called? The predictive text. If you go into settings and into keyboards, you can create predictive text?
Yeah.
Is what it's called?
Yeah.
Where you can create little shortcuts so that, for example, I have reply 1 script. And when I write reply 1 into my message, the entire response number 1 that I like to respond with types out automatically. So I'm not rewriting the same stuff all the time. And then I just go back and personalize it and have a look at what they've written and make sure that it's relative and I'm building rapport with them personally.
Yeah. I just want to share something on scripts. So you guys might have noticed in Team Freestyle in the last week, we had Ann Simpson post the scripts that we talked about at the retreat. She reposted those. So one thing is, I know some of us are like, oh, they're new scripts, all the rest. The old scripts, the old verbiage that wasn't old a month ago, it was the stuff we used, has been able to build 500 qualified businesses inside Team Freestyle. So that stuff works, guys. So don't think that unless you get the new scripts that this doesn't work. Like the way that we've done this business for a long time has always worked. So that's there. The other side of it is that there's some refined and retuned scripts that you can certainly go find. You guys can go find that. And what Kira has done, and like she does, she's so amazing at putting this stuff together. This afternoon, she went and whipped up between some of our amazing leaders. I know Laurie and Cameron and Jess and Shane Fozzard played a big part in this, is that they shared some of the insights that they got from MLM or the No BS, No Hype. And Kira has gone and put together a 6 or 7 page document on blitzing and just some alternative scripts that we've learnt over the last couple of weeks from a few great people. One being, I'm not sure if you shared this, but Simon Chan and Fraser Brooks.
Yeah? Fraser, yeah. And if you guys don't already follow their Facebook pages, I love what Simon's been doing in the last week. I now get a personal message in my inbox. I'm sure it's automated, but it's awesome. Every time he goes live, I get inboxed about it. So when I'm sitting there just doing, whatever I'm doing, I get that notification and I can jump on his live. And he's doing these new 20-minute Simon Says segments, and they are gold. And then everything that I've jumped on of Fraser Brooks, because I now follow him on Facebook as well. And by the way, here's a tip. When you start following him, he does the most amazing, like he inboxes you almost immediately and starts chatting with you. And it's such a great way to learn how a professional builds rapport and connection with people on Facebook. So that was really cool, that experience. But his lives are gold as well. So if you're looking for easy ways to get an extra 20 minutes of personal development in, follow those 2 guys because they're adding so much value on social media for free.
Yeah. And the other thing I just wanted just a little extra bit of news. I'm not sure if you guys know who Dr. Mitra Ray is, but she'd be one of the standout doctors, nutritionists inside the Juice Plus business. She is going to be a feature on one of our freestyle training events within, I think, the next week. I've been just in chat with her. our team training, this starts, our Build Strong training is 2 a.m. in the morning. So she won't be getting up for a 2 a.m. Morning to do that like Lauren Slocum does. Obviously, Lauren's a part of our team. She's going to do whatever she does. But we are going to have Dr. Mitra Ray in the house, Team Freestyle, on Zoom. It will be to replace. I've just got to double confirm with her. But the Boss Babes Tuesday morning training will be Dr. Mitra Ray next Tuesday. So keep an eye out on that, guys, in the Team Freestyle page. Put it in your diary. Other than that, no, that's about the news that we had. I know the No BS, No Hype was a huge success over the weekend. I've certainly heard lots of news and story, and the snippets that I were able to tune into was certainly remarkable, was awesome to listen to. So, Laurie, and we might kick off with you, buddy. I'd love for you to share just some insights on what you got out of Simon and the other people that shared, and your highlights for the No BS, No Hype on the weekend.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys. I just jotting down a few notes here. A whole heap of one-liners, but I mean, I love the one-liners. They just ring home so true sometimes, and quite often one sentence can just have a real meaning and impact, and they're easy to remember. So I'm going to start off. I've got a few notes here, but I'm going to start with just your pipeline. If you're not getting customers and you're not getting team members, running out of people that are signing up, then it just means that you're not filling up your pipeline. You're not putting enough people into the top of the funnel. You're not having enough conversations every day for it to filter down to the final result. Yeah, and you need to have a lot. I think often we underestimate the amount of people that we need to connect with. Okay, we're doing I do 5 a week, or 1 a day, or 2 a day, or I'm gonna. Man, I don't know. If you got $1 million dream, you got to have $1 million work ethic. So, your worst moments are the raw materials for your future success. Okay, your worst moments are the raw materials for your future success, and it's so true. We all have ups and downs in this business, and when you're in the ups, you're loving life. And when you're in the downs, it's like the worst thing ever, right? But if you can ride out those downs, you're going to get back to the ups again. You just got to stick it out. You got to, reflect. If you're not earning, you better make sure that you're learning. If you're not earning, you need to be learning. Love it. And if you're earning less than $1,000 a month, you're talking more to yourself than you are to other people. Okay? If you're earning less than $1,000 a month because you've been talking too much to yourself, too much negative self-talk, too much negative Nancy, than you have been to other people. So, crack on. How to make friends on Facebook. So comment, like, add, and then send them a message when they respond, right? Because sometimes we don't know, how do I make friends on it? I just go and add everyone? No, you don't go and just add everyone. Go and make a comment, like, then add them, then send them a message once they respond. Not all at once, but that's a nice flow-on effect there to create a relationship with someone, because we all love getting likes and comments, right? So don't be scared to go and give them some love. Go and give them some love. We all love it. You're not going to be a crazy stalker. They're going to be like, oh my God, I've got all these likes and comments. Guess what? They're going to go and check you out. They're going to go and stalk you as well. I love this, the 3-foot rule. The 3-foot rule. Now, this is old school network marketing. If someone is within 3 feet of you, you have to engage them. You have to connect with them. And that's a splitting. I just think of Adam. When we go traveling, if someone's in 5 feet of him, they're not safe. He's just best buddy. Time we get off the train, they're like best mate. I'm like, what? Who is this guy? Right? So the 3-foot rule. Okay, love that. I love that. And because we do get social media heavy. right? And there's nothing like connecting with people face to face. Okay. You can't lead a cavalry if you think you look like if you think you look funny on a horse. So you need to own the fact that you're in this profession and it is the way. So when you have that truth and that belief that this business, this profession delivers on dreams and is a better way, then you won't feel funny, right? So if you can't lead a cavalry if you think you look funny on a horse. Does that make sense, right? Is that making sense to you guys? Okay, so before you can lead a team, you need to own it. So if you're spending more time, if you're spending more than an hour or two a day on your actual DMO, I'm not talking about other, we all work on other stuff. Like I'm always refining scripts and building guides and building my brand. And, you know, I spend a lot of time on my business, don't get me wrong. But if you're spending more than an hour or two a day on actually the income producing activities on your DMO, then you're speaking too much to the same people. You're speaking too much to the same people. Who here wants to inspire their team? Anyone wants to inspire their team? You're getting frustrated with your team. Okay, so if you want to inspire your team, the only way you're going to do that is by making rank, by winning the awards, by being on the leadership board, by holding the pen, so that your team see you. Okay, they see you on the front line. That's how you're going to earn their respect. And they're going to look at you and think, wow, maybe if you can do it, maybe if she can do it, maybe I can do it too. But if they don't see you, if you're just like a keyboard warrior behind the scenes and you're not, rank advancing, hitting your next promotion, I mean, you don't have to be on the company leaderboard, but you need to be there somewhere. You need to be, go hustling for your next promotion, showing them what's possible, leading from the front. Mate, I don't want to chew. I don't know how many people you've got lined up, so I've got a couple more things.
Keep going, buddy. Keep going. I'll find the other guys that were on.
Yep. So here's something that I think rings true, right? If you really again, this month I've been a bit real. I've been about let's get real, okay? Because sometimes, I think we're a bit fluffy-duffy and, let's spend 20 minutes a day on our business. Okay, you build your business, right? You're going to make some money. But does your vision match your work ethic? And to find a superstar, to find someone that's like an Adam or a Kira or, a superstar, you need to invite 30 franchisees on. Now you'll find some people that are in the middle. You'll find some, duds, and you'll find some studs. But if you want to find a superstar, then you need to put on 30. And I know Kira, Adam, myself, any of the top leaders have done at least 50, 60, 70 people over 3, 4, 5 years. Okay, so that's not in your first 6 months. That's not in your first 12 months. That's over a period of time. And again, if you've got $1 million dream, you've got to have $1 million work ethic. If you're happy with your business, with where it's at, then that's okay too. So being a leader is about turning up all the time. Being a leader is about turning up all the time. And we are in the distraction economy. As leaders, we need to distract the distractions. Okay? So how do we do that? Well, we make things fun. We make things exciting. We do things differently. We have a new event. We have, just trying to find my main page on this one because I thought this was really good actually. We need to distract the distractions. Yeah, so in instruction of comedy, you know, new speakers, new events. And if someone's serious, so fun, interesting, fast, you know, edifying, promoting, interactive, guest speakers. And, you know, at the end of the day, someone who is serious about this, they're going to turn up. Okay. So the people that are not turning up, they're just not serious, and you need to let them go. Well, no, maybe not let them go, but be careful how much time you spend there. So John Kennedy said to, I think, one of his secretaries of state, what's it going to take? In 1975, he said, what's it going to take to put a man on the moon? And the response was, the will to do it. The will to do it. My nana always said to me when I was a kid, I never forget this. She said, where there's a will, there's a way. Where there is a will, there is a way. So my 3 golden points that I took away, okay, was 1, scheduling. Okay, I get off track. You know, I go surfing, I go kite surfing. It's challenging for me to set a schedule on those things because it depends on the weather. But scheduling is so important. So it's something that I'm going to get more disciplined on is my scheduling. Get back to that. Number 2 was prospecting and marketing. Okay, so just really, you know, lifting my game with my marketing, lifting my game with my prospecting and reaching out. You know, I want to put 10 new team members on in the next, let's say, 60 days. Okay, and number 3 is letting people go. Is that I'm going to spend less time focusing on the people that don't deserve it and are not turning up, and more time finding new people that are hungry for success and who have the work ethic to back it up.
I love it. Thank you, Lorian. And I'm looking forward to seeing you put on 10 team members in the next 60 days. And if anyone can beat Lorian to 10 team members in 60 days, I'm going to give you a $200 reward. So how's that sound? Just going to put it out there. Lorian's going for 10 in 60. And if anyone beats him, you heard it, I'm going to give you a $200 reward if you beat him. So I like it. Put it out there. Look at them all go for it. Game on. You guys saw it on training. Let's do that thing. 10 team members, 60 days.
Did I say that? I meant 90 days.
And it's recorded. I'll send you the recording. So awesome, mate. Great to see you fired up. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and insight. It's amazing. I'm going to hand it over to someone else who's relatively a newcomer compared to you and I. Jess Foss, I'd love for you to share, girl. I know you were sharing with Kira heaps of notes and stuff. We know you got clothes on, and we haven't got you at the wrong time.
I do. I have a jumpsuit on. I said to Shane, he's totally going to say I look naked.
We just want to guys can only do one thing, and if they're thinking like that, it's all over. So we just wanted to clear the air there, but love you to share. You had 3 days, and you're relatively a newcomer. You've been here in the business for the last 9 or 10 months, but what did you get out of the no BS, no hype? What were your takeaways?
One of my huge breakthroughs was partly when I asked the question, also when Michelle actually was up on stage doing her hot seat. And Simon talked about visualization and how everything happens twice. It happens once in your mind and then it happens in reality. So we are visualizing what's going to happen. And like for me, I was going, well, I've already followed people up because I was at the FreeStyle retreat. So I've already sent your awesome follow-up. So now what do? Like, do I now just keep pestering them? And he was like, well, now you're just playing some bullshit story in your head that they're not going to answer you, that maybe they were busy. Like, who knows what they were doing? So follow them up. Like, you're just telling yourself a story. And it was like someone hit me on the side of the head when Michelle got up there. And she was so open and honest. She was amazing. She just got straight to the point. She's like, help me. This is what's going on. So huge credit to her. And he said, okay, so your biggest problem is following up. Well, if I could guarantee you that you could go follow up 20 people and they'd all be an absolute yes, but you had to do it in the next hour, would you go follow all of them up? She said, yeah, of course. And he explained that the only reason we stop ourselves from doing things like the follow-ups and the reach-outs is because of the negative stories we're playing in our head that we think are going to happen, when it's not reality. We're not actually giving that person the option or the opportunity to do anything. And we decide whether or not something's good or bad. They decide whether something's good or bad. Like, we put so much judgment onto it before we even do it. And we're visualizing things negatively. So that was really huge for me. Another one was that the number one secret to success is doing what scares you, like within the business. So, and I think he said this about 10,000 times to make sure that he really drummed it into us. You know, if doing follow-up scares you, you go do it. If getting on the events and grabbing a pen scares you, get out there and do it. And that's how we gain confidence, is by doing those things that scare us, because we build the confidence. And if you do, I love this, he goes, if you do a really crap job, awesome. You've just shown your team that it's okay. Like, don't try to be perfect. It sucks. That's why I don't mind jumping on here when I look naked, but I'm still wearing clothes just to be really sure. I was not prepared. But and then one that really touched my heart, which, because I know a lot of people come into this business out of desperation. So one that had me almost crying in my seat was that real success is the journey of who you become. If you're stuck right now, you're one of the lucky ones, because it's the worst moments are the raw materials for your future success. So if you're stuck, you're the one that actually has the hunger and the drive. It's the people who aren't stuck who are most likely going to get distracted and kind of wander off, and too many cool things are going to pop up and all that kind of stuff. And I just loved how he really flipped that, because so many people think, well, I'm stuck, you know, poor me, as opposed to, no, you're the lucky one. And then let's go back to point one, change your visualization. So that was really, really huge for me. I also have this man here. Did you want to hear from him?
Of course, legend. Looking very intelligent there, Clark Kent.
So I guess my takeaways, just kind of stole a few of them. But
as I always do.
Look, I think it was, do what scares you. But then the second to that, it's do what other people aren't doing. So kind of go against, sort of move away from the herd. When you look at most of the population out there and what they're all doing is, they're kind of, doing things out of a place of comfort. They'll retreat to just playing within their comfort zones. And so Simon Chan was just saying, just push outside your comfort zone, do what scares you, but then do what most people aren't doing as well. Is sort of what Laurie was saying as well, which is, you want to fight like you would to the death. Like, if death was, if you, I think he was saying, like, when you are willing to do whatever it takes, you'll make it happen. And often what we do is we kind of, well, I'll get to it tomorrow, I'll get to it next week, or I'll do it when I'm planning to do it. And that's really stood out to me. Is there was a woman on stage and she's like, I'm going to do a Facebook Live. I'm going to do it when I get home. He's like, oh, why can't you do it now? I like to plan it. He's like, yeah, is that part of your problem? And, I think I sometimes get into a place where I plan things out and I want to make sure I'm confident with it. And there was a lot of value in just taking action. Just do it. That's how you get better at it. You don't, and Lauren was saying as well from stage that, you don't plan to ride a bike. You don't plan how to learn to swim. You just get into the water and you just learn to swim, or you get on a bike and you learn to ride a bike.
And eventually you get it.
And eventually you get it. And, you don't have to be perfect at it. So, there were some big takeaways that I took from it. Probably a tech. I'm a big fan of tech as well. When Simon Chan showed us how to punch in, like, what do you call it? Predictive text. Yeah. Predictive text.
Kira mentioned it earlier.
Oh, Kira mentioned it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was awesome.
Keyboard shortcuts.
Yeah, I did a little tutorial, like the minute he showed us for my team, that I popped in there. So I'll pop it in Team FreeStyle. It's really
amazing.
Thank you.
I'll pop that in there.
Yeah, awesome.
But I'm told, because we like to feed off each other. But one of the things that he mentioned that was really powerful is about why we do network marketing and not a traditional business, and how, in network marketing, you have unlimited potential, and network marketing is what helps you unleash that. But also because it helps us create a legacy that allows us to be better people, better parents, better husbands, better wives, and we're always leading. So we're being able to do that because we are always leading, and we're, for me personally, we're breaking those cycles. We're breaking those 9-to-5 mentalities where we don't get to spend time with them and we're stuck. So, yeah.
It's awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it so much. Okay. Michelle Cohen, I can see you. Are you up for sharing? You got just be on the stage. How are you, Rockstar?
Hi. Yeah. Well,
Amazing.
needless
So I'd
to
love
say,
you to share maybe first and foremost, like there was like 1,000 people in the room, and so you were one of the chosen ones. Tell me what was your breakthrough? Even I don't know if you had one, but what are you a person that normally put your hand up, like get me up there, like even just getting up there? What did you learn about yourself?
well, it was pretty daunting actually, because I didn't even realize they just called my name and I went, oh, what? Oh my God, that's me. So yeah, and then, you know, there's no way you can't get out of that, right? And so that was really out of my comfort zone. And yeah, just having Simon just ask me what I was struggling with, and for me, I felt that was following up. And he just went deeper and deeper and just kept asking, you know, what is it? What is it? And, you know, I don't get worried about people saying no. And that's what he said my limiting belief was. And the more I thought about it after, he was right. It really must be that's what it is. And he gave me the challenge and he said, you know, I want you to reach out to 20 people. Like, what if they all said yes? And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And during the break, I actually reached out to about just a bit over 50 people.
Wow.
And I had about 6 of them just say, yes, send me more stuff. What's it all about? And I haven't even gone through everybody else that's responded back. So I imagine there's probably even more in there. So, you know, just follow them up. Just send them a message. That's it.
Amazing. And so what's your big, like you think about that coaching and doing that, what's your big distinction out of that?
I think that you just kind of have to not think too much about it, because you don't know what everybody else is going through, and you just send the message. Like, just send it. What's the worst that can happen? They say no, not right now. Well, then he said, you know, if they don't respond back, there's some people that you've messaged, you know, 3, 4 or 5 times, and you kind of like, oh, am I just hassling him? And he goes, no, you just keep doing it. Send it every 3 months, every 6 months. Just keep sending them messages until they tell you to just, you know, get lost. Just keep doing it.
I love it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you a moment to be the coach. So it's Margarita here said that what if you don't know enough people? Now you're going to be the super coach right now. What would you say to her that she's saying, I don't know enough people though?
Well, I didn't know a lot of people either, but I just jump into groups that that I resonate with. People, like, I like to travel, so I obviously go into a lot of travel groups. I like to garden. I go into a few of those groups as well. And I just comment on people's posts, and then I just add them and go, hey, we were just chatting in a group. You know, thanks for responding back. Whereabouts are you in the world? Or just ask them some question just to start that conversation. And that's where it just leads from there. So I just seen on Facebook today, you know, how it pops up how many people, you know, that you've added. And it said, you know, you've made 100 new friends in February, which I was like, wow. Okay.
Amazing.
That's good. Yeah.
Good job, girl. You're like a changed woman. It's amazing.
Yeah. Oh,
amazing.
yeah. It was great. It was so amazing. Really
awesome. Good. So good. Good girl. I'm so proud of you. I'm going to pass it over to your upline, Lee Campbell. Lee, I know you went and played full out and for the 3 days. I'd love for you to share what your couple of takeaways were.
Oh, there was so many. It was so good to go up there with everybody, and like everyone's already covered a whole load of stuff, right? But some of my other ones that I got out of it was the best leader that you will attract into this business is you. So if you're not actually going to the events, if you're not getting on training, if you're not doing what you want your team to do, then they're not going to do it either. So that was a big takeaway. Also, it really doesn't take much time to do this business, but it definitely does take consistency. So just doing, even if it's 20 minutes every single day, the consistency is the biggest key. Like if you're going to try and lose weight, you're not going to go to the gym 1 day a week and expect to get the same results as if you're going to go a little bit every day. creating routines was also the other big takeaway that I got. And it's something that I don't do. Like, I'm a single mum with 2 kids at home, and I need to create some kind of routine. And what he got us to do was to break down some of the parts, like if you're really busy, to just segment it up, but actually put it in your calendar at the time that you need to. So I've gone in, and on a Monday, I've set an hour at the same time every single week to do my DMO, and I've got it scheduled in with a reminder to come up. And my calendar changes every single day, and every 3 weeks it changes as well. So I've just set that. And now that it's in there, I can set it in and be done. And the other big takeaway that I got from it was that he played this really funny video. It was from a guy, I think his name was Art something or other. I found it on YouTube, so I can post it. But it was this really cool video, and it was called Do It. So if you want to lose weight, go and do it. If you do it. If you want to do the personal development, do it. If you want to go to conference, do it. Just figure it out. And he just repeated over and over and over again, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. And it was a really cool, fun video that, I found was really inspiring to just, if you want it, just do it.
Love it. Love it. Amazing. Thank you, Lee, for sharing. If there's anyone that I've missed that went there, Julie Hollis, would you love to share?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Love for you to share. What was your takeaway over the weekend? Good effort for a mama of 4.
It was, I think some of the awesome things was to also be around some people from other network marketing businesses as well. That was really interesting to meet all of those people. But I think Jess and Shane and Lee have summed up some of the stuff really well. But just one of the things that Simon said that stuck out for me was how much we put all the meaning into everything, and that if we stopped doing that, then it would stop us from being in our heads as well, and we just dealt with it. We also did this exercise about what our strengths were, and what things that we've done that we're proud of. And I think as a mum, that was a really big thing for me, because I'm sure a lot of the mamas can relate. You know, you kind of get a little bit lost being a mum, and you forget what are the things that you're good at and what are the things that you like doing. So we set up these things to make these movies in the mornings to inspire us about things that we've achieved, and I guess kind of like a vision board, but like a little movie of your life. And that was just in the notes field on our phones. I still haven't figured out how to put the photos into it yet, but that's what I'm going to do this week. And then start playing that movie in the morning to, really get that visualization happening, and a song that really inspires you in the background as well. So that was probably one of the best things. And the routine as well, like Lee said, putting in those things too.
Amazing.
And actually scheduling them into your diary every day.
Amazing. And I'm going to guess maybe just updating your software on your phone will allow the notes to update, because I'm not a techie, but I know when I've updated, I'm like, oh, there's some new features in the notes section of your phone now. So maybe it's just getting the upgraded software. That's if you're using an iPhone, and if you're not, then you need to get a new phone probably. So anyway, but Sarah doesn't like iPhones. That's okay. You'll come to the dark side one day. You didn't believe in yourself once either, girl, and now look what happens. So trust me on that. Awesome. Perry, I just love for you to share too. If you'd like to come off mute, and I'll highlight you.
I knew you were coming on, so I had to run and get my notes.
That's okay.
Everyone shared so much gold already. Like, we all pretty much got the same notes. Like, we're just going crazy all weekend. I guess trying to not repeat anything that anyone's already said was just, I guess, ensuring that you never burn a bridge with anyone that you ever talk to, that respecting that everyone's at different positions in their life, and that sometimes this isn't the right time for someone, but never, ever burn that bridge. Always thank people for their time, be polite, and just like, even if it's someone that you've only just met, and you share this with them and then it's not for them, like just say to them, awesome, like let's keep in contact. It's been so good to like just connect with you. Like let's still be friends. And just because you never know when something in their life might change. And then if you've been that person that keeps in contact every few months, then you're going to be at the forefront of their mind if something changes in their life. So I think that was really cool. And also just some of the verbiage around like not trying not to call this a business, because a business can be really overwhelming for others. Like it's great if you're looking for a business. Like I know I was looking for something when I found this. But if we're talking to the average person feels like they don't have time for a business. So think about your verbiage around like just creating an extra stream of income if it wasn't going to affect what you're currently doing, and like sharing things like that to people, because people feel like that they could do that. And that's that's the biggest fear, and everyone's felt it. When you first start this journey, your biggest fear is you can't do it, that you can't be one of those people. So you've got to explain it in a way that is simple. So that was really cool. So trying not to call it a business. I guess some of the ways he follows up is too, like not always just going, hey, have you watched that link I sent you? Like actually just check in, see where they're at, see how they're going, like add some more value. Like, I don't know. So he had lots of different like follow-up systems, I guess, depending on, you've really got to get what the person's at. Like if it's someone that hasn't responded to you for quite a long time and they're a really good friend and you feel like you're pestering them, maybe just say to them, hey, like, so sorry, like, let's drop this business idea. Let's just be friends. Like, and tell them, like, I'm sorry if I've been annoying you, and just apologize. But that's the only time you've got to that's the only time you're allowed to apologize, because you should never have to apologize for sharing this with people. The other thing he said, like, if you've, again, maybe someone that you don't know very well, but you feel like you've followed up with them so many times, and I know Jess touched on this, but you've followed up with them so many times. If you've been to a really cool event or you've seen something or something like that, let them know. So on the weekend, we did lots of follow-ups, and I was like, hey, how you going? Like, I know I've touched base with you quite a few times now, but I've just been at this awesome event over the weekend. I've learned so much about creating an income on social media. It's really blown my mind. Do you know anyone that's looking to create a bit of extra income? And asking them, like, indirectly, do you know anyone else? Like, maybe this is not the right time for you, but there could be someone else out there. And there's just all these other little avenues of ways to follow up without being so like annoying. Like, have you watched it? Have you watched it? Have you watched it? Which I thought was really, really cool. And if you have screwed up and said too much or said the wrong thing or annoyed the hell out of someone, just go back and say sorry for being really pushy. Like, I realize that that's the wrong way to do things. Like, just go back, be a real person, bring up whatever that thing is that you've done wrong, and just say, so sorry, like, can we still be friends? I didn't mean to do that, or whatever it was. Because I think just getting that out of the way will make that relationship stronger, and they're going to respect you so much more.
Love it. Thank you so much, Perry. I appreciate all you guys that shared your wisdom, and I think just doing it in a really elegant way. And Simon's certainly the first guy that I know is all about the hustle, but then also when people like letting people off the hook and really nurturing those relationships, certainly something that I'm hearing from you guys a lot. And when this sort of stuff comes up, guys, doing the best to get to these sort of events, you get loads out of it. I know we've got some awesome things coming up over the next couple of months. You guys have got conference in June that we certainly can't wait to spend some time with you guys in Perth to do. But then also the GoPro event on the Gold Coast, the GoPro event with Eric Warre in July. But also, if you think, I don't want to miss another No BS, No Hype event ever again, Simon has a one-day sale on right now for $97, I believe. You can buy your No BS, No Hype ticket for next year. It's scheduled for May 2019. That's scary. $97 US. May 2019, and I'm pretty confident that it won't clash with the Juice Plus conference, because Simon is talking on stage this year at that. I'm not sure where it is. I'm sure the guys that were there probably know where it will be next year. It's in Brisbane again. Awesome. So no BS, no hype, May 2019. Simon will also be at our Juice Plus conference in Perth this year also. So if you guys missed out on that and you want an extra great reason why you'd be at conference, listening to Simon will be awesome. Will be awesome. What else did I want to share? You guys heard some of the amazing scripts that Perry was, the insights to what the scripts and that. What the good news is for you guys, that when the Blitz script document comes out, Kira has been able to get some of those scripts from the guys that shared tonight, previous to tonight, and that some of that verbiage is in that. So as always, my beautiful girl is always one step ahead of the game. The MLM Nation, there's 3 hours left to buy your 2019 tickets, guys, for $97. What else? Is there anything else? I wanted to share something before you guys go that I shared at the Team Spirit live event the other day, which the guys got a lot out of it. So if you guys are okay with maybe us going over like by 4 or 5 minutes, I'm going to share with you guys some real reality. Like Lorian shared tonight, and I'm like, I really want to share with you guys in a picture why we talk about finding your 30 or 40 team members to really start to create the success you are. So I'm going to kick Kira out if you guys are okay with that, because I'm going to draw pictures. You can resign for the night, baby, because I know your voice isn't great. So you guys want to say goodnight to Kira so she can go rest up. She's off to India, but I wanted to put it on paper for you guys. What does a 24 club business look like? And because I think often 24 club, in my opinion, is probably the first significant, like a real significant milestone in your journey of Juice Plus. Because once you get to 24 club, guys, you're normally earning somewhere between $5,000 to $7,000 a month. And I don't know many people, and love to hear it in the chat, like $5,000 to $7,000 a month income makes a significant difference. So much so that most of us, not all of us, but most of us, once we're starting to earn $5,000 to $7,000 a month, this becomes a full-time income that you could probably do this full-time. Some of you guys have got a little bit more of a lavish lifestyle and therefore you need more than $5,000 to $7,000 a month. But 5 to 7 is a significant milestone. That would make me financially free, or at least on the way to that, Rihanna. I just want to warn you, once you get to 5,000 to 7,000 a month, you start to dream bigger, all right? You start to dream bigger. But also, Jody shared is about 3 club, right? So 3 club is often another significant milestone in their business. And I want to share with you guys why 3 club, getting to 3 club is such an important step of your business. And then teaching other people how to do that is really what this business is about. We talk about SDVF and SC and all those sort of things, but I want to show you guys and really share the numbers with you about why blitzing and getting into action and that the next 31 days could really set you up for success. And I want to show you this. If you think about, guys, to be earning $1,000 a month, okay, to earn $1,000 a month consistently, you need to have a 3 club business. Okay, to be earning at $800, I'll say $800 to $1,000 a month, you need to have a 3 club business. Okay, at least. Why this is an important number, and Gordon Hester shared this, is $800 to $1,000 a month, which is this same as the 3 club, is normally to lose that $800 to $1,000 a month is more painful than actually getting off your ass and doing something. That's the reality. So most people are willing to get off their ass and do something to protect this $800 to $1,000 a month than sit around and do nothing. And this is why it's a significant milestone. Getting to 3 club and helping people get to 3 club is significant because people don't want to let go of it. It's, it's an extra $10,000 to $12,000 a year to put into your bank account. So if you guys think about what does 3 Club look like? Well, if this is you, you've been able to help, let's say at least 2 people get to SDVF, and maybe they've helped 1 team member get to SDVF, and all those 3 people have qualified. This is, if all these 3 people qualify in the 1 month, that is a 3 Club business, and that will normally give you this $800 to $1,000 a month. The next significant milestone in your business is 8 Club, right? 8 Club. To get to 8 Club, guys, once you get to 8 Club, you're probably earning somewhere between 1.5, I just want to make sure I double check that, 1.5 to $2,500 a month. We might say $1.5 to $2,000 a month, okay, to be safe. I'll just make sure everyone's on mute. So 1.5 to 2K a month is an 8 Club business. But what is 8 Club when you look at your business? 8 Club, all that is now teaching these 2 people how to duplicate what you did, teach them how to do 3 Club, right? Teach them how to do 3 Club. If you can teach 2 people how to get to 3 Club, it means all these 3 people are qualified plus these 2, and that is 8 Club. Looks simple, right? The next step, the next significant milestone is what we call 12 Club. Okay, so to get to 12 Club, once you get to 12 Club, you're probably earning somewhere between $2.5 to $4,000 a month, 4K a month. Now, in saying that, I know a QNMD 12 Club that went Q12 Club last month, and that person had an $8,000 month. So you can certainly be earning more if you've got a lot of activity happening close to you. You're bringing on lots of new team, you're picking up cool retail profit, you've got lots of good sales going through your business. You can certainly be earning more. But 12 Club is normally somewhere between 2.5 to 4,000 in what we call the performance bonus. So it's the volume of sales. To get to 12 Club, you just need to teach 1 more person how to do 3 Club. So teach them how to do what you do. And if you guys look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 clubs. 3 people to 3 Club get you 12 Club, which in turn means 2.5 to 4,000. Okay? So you actually count yourself in a 3 Club. No, you don't count yourself. This is you here, but you count your front line that become a 3 Club. If you're going for 3 Club, then if this person is a 3 Club, so they're not counting themselves, but they can count the 3 people underneath. They don't have to be directly underneath them. Okay? They can be underneath. 1 can be under here. Remember, when you get to 3 Club, guys, you also get a $500 bonus, which is split over 2 months. As long as you repeat it, you get an extra $500 bonus. We're not talking about bonuses. We're not talking about retail profit by going out and getting loads of customers as well. This is what happens when you get to 3 Club, when you build these sort of businesses. So to get to 24 Club, you've got to double this. So you've got to help 6 people. You've got to help 6 people get to 3 Club. 6 people to 3 Club. Now here's the reality. Lorian talked about 30, and this is what sparked why I wanted to really bring this to light tonight, and why doing these blitzes and really going to action and doing that, finding your first 30 team members is so important personally, because to find your 1, to find your 2, to find your 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th, the reality is that 1 in 5 people that you literally share the business with and get started will be one of your 3 clubbers. 1 in 5, that's the ratio. So, because what I know, guys, is that the training works, the business works, the product works. Everyone's got it. The difference between someone getting results and not is whether they're going to be, if they've got desire, if they're teachable, and if they're willing to do shit and be consistent in doing shit. That's the reality. And unfortunately, you and I can't make people do stuff. Every person that I introduce, the 30 people that I introduce to the business, their success is determined by them, not me. Yes, I'm here to support them. Yes, I'm here to show them what's possible. But the reality is, in my experience, inside this team, inside this system, and guys, reminding you guys that this team has arguably got the best system in the world. There is no leader that I know in Team FreeStyle that has a better than 1 in 5 ratio. That has a better than 1 in 5 will get to 3 club. So the thing is, guys, to find your 6, you need to times that by 5, and that is 30. So if you want to get to 24 club, and you want to be earning 5,000 to 7,000 a month, if you want to be earning 5,000 to 7,000 a month, then you've got to find your 30. And I don't mean churn and burn 30. I mean recruit 30 people, guide them to the starter guide, check off if they're willing to turn up, guide them to the come here, do this, and away you go. That's the reality. Now, the thing is, we talk about a 5-year career. If you want this business to be a 5-year outcome, that in the next 5 years you get to here, and I'm not going to guarantee this, but those that get there in 5 years, I can almost guarantee that it took them 5 years to find probably their 30, and they'll probably need more because there's nothing like momentum in this business to keep people around. So normally their ratio will start to spill out the longer it takes because less that people don't stick around if they're not getting results. So if it takes 5 years, you're probably going to need 40 or 50 because the ratios will decline, if that makes sense. So if you guys think about, if you want to do it in a 2 to 3 year plan, if you guys go have a look at any of the leaders and how are they doing 24 clubs, some are doing it in 12 months. If you go and have a look, what are they doing differently? What's got their edge? They're finding their 30 quicker than you are. How are they doing that? They're having more conversations. They're doing the follow-up better. They're getting in front of people. They're putting more people in front of their upline support. That's the difference. Now, here's the better news. Some of you guys are like, what? I've got to find 30? I've struggled to find 1. But have you really gone to work? Are you really reaching out? Are you really following up? You guys heard Michelle. I'm not worried about no's. Yes, she is. She found out she was. She was worried what people will think. And then she's like, wow. And then, you know what I love? Is she didn't go and reach out to 30 people or 20 people like Simon said. She went and reached out to 50, for goodness sakes. So if you want to get inspired about the March Madness, if you want to get inspired, think about this, guys. Imagine you spent 20 minutes day and night, over 31 days. How many people could you connect with? How many people could you follow up? Would you find your 30 quicker? Imagine that if you just did what Lorianne said, that you started 10 new team members in the next 60 days. I'm not sure if I should have put that challenge out before the March Madness. I'm gonna pay to regret this. I can tell this, but imagine if you recruited 10 new team members in the next 60 days and then you went, shit, that's worth it. And you had 30 days off and then you went back to work and you did 10 again in the next 60 and you had 30 days off and then you did 10 again and you did your 30 over the next 9 months. That's what's possible. That's what's possible. If you're willing to stay committed, if you're willing to show up, that's what's possible. And the good news is on top of this is once you find your 6, in my experience, and I haven't been here forever, but I've been here long enough to know that once you find your 6, you don't need to find another 6 to get to 50. That's the good news. The good news is that normally at least two of these people will duplicate part of what you did. So some of these people will get to 12 club and maybe even more. So some of these, 2 of these out of the 6 may at least do 12 club. And the cool thing is, while you're going to find your next 3, which means 15, your next 3 rock stars means 15. While you go find your next 15, these 2 go and put another 12 clubs on. They get to at least 12 club. And now you've got 12, 24, which actually means 26. Plus you've got these 3 clubs already here, right? And we all know that these are 16, right? So now that's 42. And you go find your other 3, and there's another 12, and there's your 50. But to do that, you got to find 9. Find 9 rock stars. Times that by 5, and then that's 45. I would almost bet, don't quote me on this, but I would almost bet that every single one of our 50 clubbers have recruited 45 to 60 team members. I would almost guarantee that every 50 clubber has done that. The cool thing is, probably once you get to 50, they're going close to 40. Yep, I reckon it's more than that, Lauren. If you go and have a look, really look at it. And some of the people that aren't on your report anymore, I'd say it's more than 40. You did 10 in a month, Nelly, remember? So the thing is, right, this is the other thing, is while you go and find your next few, and then your next few again, then some of these guys are going to go to 24 and plus. Maybe a couple more pop, and they get to 24 plus, and away you go. But that's the reality. I think when you guys get this, why do you want to blitz? Why do you want to get focused? Why do you want to go for it? This is the reason. So I wanted to share this with you guys, not to scare you, but this is our build strong call. This isn't just this is for you guys that really want to create long-term success, that put it on the table. This is what it takes. Do you really want it? Because that's what it takes. Don't get caught managing people. Don't get caught stop doing the work that Simon talks about. Laurie Cameron has 100 club business guys, and he's talking about recruiting 10 new team members in 60 days. If he doesn't have time to get caught up in management mode, none of you guys have. Get out there, lead the way. Leaders lead. Leaders lead the way in today's world. They don't tell people what to do. You go do that, you go do that. They say, watch me. I'll show you how to do this thing. And then you'll see other team members step up and say, I want to do what you're doing. Yeah, I get passionate. You should see the screen, Val. There's spit all over it. But enjoy the next few days, guys. Remember, we're starting 1st of March. Bring your blitz muscles. Bring the March madness. Let's have lots of fun in March. While the cat's away, the mice will play. Kira is out of here from the 1st of March till about the 10th or 11th or 12th. So super pumped to really sew into you guys. Let's have an awesome March. You know, hustle for the end of the month, but get ready. Come the 1st of March, we are on like Donkey Kong, as they say. So let's do this. Have a great night. Thank you guys for sharing. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys later on in the week. Bye for now.
Thanks, Adam.
Bye.
Thanks.